I'm not obsessed with feet, but I do like things on my feet. Like I like sandals and stuff. Like I just like to see how they feel differently.
This is gonna go well.
So getting hit with hammered with ads.
Yeah.
I get hammered with ads for just about everything under the sun. I know how to stop them. I know how to completely stop them from coming up on your shit.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Block it.
This is like groundbreaking information, or probably not.
Yeah,
but we just found out.
Shane, you're recording, right?
I'm recording.
Okay, listen up. This is how you
How to stop ads.
stop them. All you got to do is buy the shit that they're giving you. Back. You buy the shit. You end the funnel that you're in. You're in a funnel. This is digital marketing 101. You are going to get served ad after ad until you buy that shit. So buy that shit. It's fucking done.
Shane, increase all axe and sledge advertisements.
Kim hated this logic.
I absolutely.
She's like, this is why we have 37 Amazon boxes on our front porch.
You know what? You know what? I bought these things because they looked cool. I love sandals.
Yeah.
I love them. I'm fascinated. I'm in my bare feet a lot, but then I just like sandals. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they're inexpensive enough for me to feel comfortable buying all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Options.
If they were over $100, I'm not buying that.
I'm not buying Birkenstocks.
No. But Bob over here, apparently, it just.
You know what? I don't own a pair, right? But everybody that I see that has a pair, they're like, oh man, it's the best thing that I ever put on my feet. It's like a footgasm.
I don't know if see Adeline will.
Yes. What size shoe do you wear?
11.
Okay. Me too.
We have the same size dick, don't
For
we?
sure. 100%.
I thought I knew Bob's dick because I knew Bob so well, but apparently I don't. Apparently it has a shape to it that just I'm like, man, that's not what I envisioned Bob's dick looking like.
Apparently it's a very pleasurable shape.
Yeah.
It's very visually appealing.
I think so. I think it's like a textbook.
A lot of people look at penises. A lot of women have been like, penises are ugly, and I was like, well, I don't think my penis is ugly. I've looked at a lot of ugly dicks.
Yeah, you were in the military, so you've probably seen different shapes, sizes, and
just weird things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, that's an ugly dick. And he's like, God gave it to me. I'm okay with it. I was like, hey, here for it.
That's what blows my mind about the people chopping theirs off. Even though you could have an ugly dick, it's still your dick. I like my dick. I like it. I think it's it has great shape and just an overall aesthetically great, good-looking dick.
It's proportionate to your big thighs. You got girth.
Yes.
It might not have the length, but you got the girth.
I might not hit rock bottom, but I'll beat the fuck out of the sides.
Motherfucker has a tuna can.
It's not that bad. But I think that it's I don't know. That's why I'm like, man, it's got to be this thing in guys' heads, just like we were saying in the beginning, once they find out you got a big dick, they'll treat you differently. Everybody will. It's just how it works. But also, it's kind of curious, you know how people have the pictures of their face and then their dog's face, and they're their owners look like their dogs, or the dogs look like their owners. Do you ever see that?
Yeah.
I don't know, whenever you.
Do you think I look like Vinny?
No, I was stating it. Now I was going into the dick.
Oh, the dick. You look like your dick.
Do you look like your dick?
Handsome dick.
Yep.
I do concur.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a thing. Maybe there's a study out there.
Okay, let's backtrack before we got on penises. I need you to, because you're fuckable and functional.
Functional and fuckable.
Functional and fuckable.
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to put your foot up on the table in the sandals. That's exactly what I needed. Now, as we're sitting here, right? People have the foot fetishes where they're and they do the whole yeah. Have you seen those ads where maybe I just have weird ads. Dudes are they come out and it's just
what do you
flexing feet in shoes and sandals.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a flex.
Yeah. It's a legit flex.
What, good looking feet?
Yeah.
I mean, there was a guy in bodybuilding that people got hit by. He said he was like a shoe specialist. Like this is probably 15 years ago, 12 years ago.
Like when hand modeling was a thing?
When I turned pro in bodybuilding, this guy hit me up. He wanted to come to my room and measure my feet, take pictures and make me like weightlifting shoes. You know, but then he turned out to be a creep, and then your feet ended up on this weird bodybuilding foot porn site. Lots of people, like a lot of my friends got hit by it because they're like, hey, like I'm a young bodybuilder trying to make ends meet. I'll take free shit. Who doesn't want free shit? Right. Yeah, but you get free lifting shoes, and you're like, fuck yeah, like all these companies.
Did he give you lifting shoes?
No, well, he never came to my room because I ended up like fucking getting all dehydrated and get all sick after nationals. And he was supposed to come to my room to measure my feet and take pictures so he could build me shoes specifically for my special feet. Turns out, I was really glad I didn't because a lot of my buddies' feet ended up on the foot porn site.
I mean, like in today's age, that's kind of like the least of your worries. Like selling feet pics is like easy money.
I mean, now I'm like, you want a fucking picture of my feet? Yeah, I'll take a picture of my ugly, square, block-looking fucking foot.
I mean, you got some hobbit feet. I'm surprised they're not hairy. Like you're a hairy motherfucker.
Not like I'm weird hairy.
What is weird hairy?
I don't know, like I got a lot of mutant hairs on the back. Like I don't know if big patches. Like I think every bodybuilder has patches just because of how their shirts rub.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like
I get patches on the back.
Like there's no way
not
you
like
have
full though. Like they're not full. They're just like.
I've calmed down on the testosterone quite a bit, so like the oily skin and the insane hair has calmed down as well.
Okay,
but my feet are very Hobbit-esque looking.
I knew a guy that had.
Dude, I'm built like a fucking block. I'm just like a cinder block. I'm a fucking Italian built for carrying block and building stone.
Wrecking ball.
That's exactly what I am. Like, look at my
brick shit house.
My feet are just fucking cinder blocks. That's why I have to buy like a half a size up in all my shoes so they fit width-wise.
Huh.
Yeah.
I lost a lot of that width when I lost the weight.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
The feet thinned out.
Yeah, for sure.
The cankles thinned out.
I actually never had a cankle.
I don't think you had cankles. Yeah, it was just a lot of fluff.
You had fat feet?
Yeah. Chubby feet, chubby hands. I used to have dimples in my hands.
We just got the passports redone. Okay.
Oh, dude.
Did you see the picture? Bro, it doesn't even look like Bob.
No, you didn't see the before.
No.
Oh, the before. Yeah, it's wild.
It was bad.
From 12 years ago, it doesn't look like me.
If you handed that to TSA,
they'd be like...
Side by side, they'd be like, this isn't not the same. It does not look like the same person. One guy makes sweet love. The other guy fucks.
Yeah.
Which one do you know?
I fuck.
Oh, yeah. Hard. Yeah, you can just tell by the look.
With that, like, zero... Like, there was zero hesitation. I fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a great picture. Both are sweet.
I was stoned as fuck, too.
For sure. I look
like literally at that point in my life, any occasion was worthy of getting completely stoned. Hey, we're going to AAA to get photos for passports. Smoking a blunt.
Oh, yeah. Don't have to worry. We'll just smoke a blunt. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You could see it. It's all right.
Old Bob.
That's what it is. Man, off to a great morning talking about traveling the country and dicks. And probably dicks in different countries definitely look different. That's another topic.
Yeah, like if you're listening to this podcast right now, I just want to go ahead and start off and say I hope you have a great dick day.
See?
That's sweet.
Thoughtful.
Yeah.
Thoughtful. Whenever I first started thinking about this, what really pissed me off about it was all these Insta-hoes. The whole Good Dick Day thing that came about because the Insta-hoes talk about their beautiful hair and they're able to fucking throw it around and luscious, and girls are like, look at my great hair day. And then they'd be like, man, great tit day or great this day, great butt day. Guys really don't do that.
But no one...
What are we supposed to do?
No one supports the homies.
So what I was saying was, that was like my thing. Like, who says like, dude, there's days whenever my dick just looks 10 times better than it normally does.
Slapping thigh.
If I get the chance to slap thigh that day, I'm pumped. I am fucking...
I'm definitely engaging in slapping thigh.
You look like you walked in, you look like you had big dick energy today.
Today, yeah, I feel it.
Full, thick. It just looks great.
Yeah. Good.
And like when you put your underwear on, you feel special about yourself. You're like, fuck, you look good today.
Yeah.
Like you can't go online and be like, man,
I mean,
fucking feeling it today. Because think of the confidence boost for the women whenever they have a good hair day. Like, look at these fucking locks, shoving their hair in shit. You're like, bitch, that hair fucks. You're like, yeah. But then what do we get to say? Nothing.
Nope.
I can't fucking show Instagram videos of my
you
dick.
can show me your dick. I'd tell you that's a great dick day.
I appreciate it.
But no one like.
But like
we
the
don't
masses of people.
Yeah, but we don't normalize like telling the homies nice dick. Like everybody is scared of that conversation. Like we want to talk about removing dicks. We want to talk about doing all this shit, but we can't walk up to the homie and be like, "Hey, dog,
Nice.
that's a nice dick.
Good work.
Like
today.
good work today."
Yeah.
Like you woke up feeling energized, didn't you, bud?
It's not gay. It's not gay.
It's not fucking gay.
It's very complimental.
Like-
You're complimenting.
We're in an age where it's like, bro, if you can suck a dick and still not be gay, I can talk about your dick and say you got a nice dick.
Yep. That's a great point.
Fucking quote me.
I especially appreciate when like Kim actually notices the good dick day.
Oh,
Isn't it the best?
and
She
I
wakes
will-
up. Oh God,
and
I want to
I-
be Kim right now.
I will say this too. I position myself on those days that she will see it, that it's a good day.
oh yeah.
Like the way I just like open the leg, like when I'm getting dressed, just like right in the corner of the mirror that she doesn't even know she can actually see me over
Hey.
there, but she like,
Every single
Yeah.
guy and every single female of a significant other knows what a good dick day is. They just don't talk about it.
Right. And we're gonna.
And any type of guy, any guy that has a good dick day, like you said, like just the way you position yourself, the way you swing it around.
yeah.
Like, oh, like when do I ever fucking get out of the shower like this, all sexually?
We're gonna normalize this
I think it's
because I don't
important
think
to.
we vocalize this. We want to vocalize every other fucking shit we have feelings about. Why don't we vocalize Men's Good Dick Day?
Having a
It
good
should be a
dick day.
national holiday.
I think so. Shane, what do you think?
I think so as well.
Are you having a good dick day today?
Yeah,
Fucking
I have a
right,
lot of
yes.
those nowadays.
Yeah.
Does
Feeling
he?
good about
Dude,
yourself.
almost daily.
Hell, you know what? That's a huge change from last year.
3
Yeah.
years ago, it was a big change.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, mentally, that's huge too.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like I said, it's a mental confidence boost. Whenever a woman wakes up and does her hair and she feels like, fuck yeah, like think of what she walks around like. There's just a different swagger. There's a different aura.
I think people are like thinking like we're joking about this good dick day stuff, but it's a fucking thing.
It's a mental hard on.
It really is.
Yeah,
it's
good point.
it's a mental hard on, like a self confidence boost that you didn't even know you needed.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Right? Because like we don't wake up happy every day,
No.
right?
Mm-mm.
But then you see your dick and you're like, damn.
Dude, I'm sorry, but there's just nothing like waking up in the morning with like a fucking, just a feeling great. Thick dick, fucking fuller than hell. And you roll over and get to rub it on her, just rub it on her. Like, and I don't know, I've never had my dick batted away.
Mm-mm.
So, I mean, it's kind of like, man, just wonderful feeling.
I mean, I could hate you the day before and I would never bat your dick away.
No, you're not going to, especially like, because that's not all, you can't do that shit every single day.
Mm-mm.
That's
It's
shit
not,
to do.
It's not an everyday thing.
No, because you don't want to ruin the good dick day thing.
Right. Like
Yeah.
the good dick day thing is not an everyday thing.
It's special.
It is special.
Sometimes like I'll play it off like I'm not. Like I'll wake up
Bro,
before
you know
her.
how big your smile just got? Like,
Yeah.
you know what you're
Well,
doing.
it's
Yeah.
because this is a legitimate thing I do and I've never spoken of. And I
hear 'em.
don't even think she's noticed. Like I'll kind of jab it into her before she even wakes up.
Mm.
It's what is waking her up. And then like I'll roll over and be like, oh, I'm still sleeping.
And then she grabs it.
And then she grabs it. I'm like, oh, what?
That's the
Like,
best.
oh, I didn't know
That-
you were down there.
That sensation is the best. Like,
Yeah.
roll over, put it on her butt, right? Rub it on her.
Yep.
Roll back over and just have someone take a handful of your dick.
Because you're waiting for it and your dick is now throbbing. Heartbeat. Whoop, 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 whoop.
You could feel my pulse in that motherfucker.
Yep. Man. Good times.
I love
Lucky
this
women. Lucky women.
Yeah, pump for you guys out there, all having good dick days.
Awesome.
Yeah, Thursday.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the HWMF Podcast. I'm your host, Seth Feroce, here with my heterosexual life mate, Bob.
Good day.
And we have quite we are just full of people today. We got Sir Jumps-A-Lot,
Howdy.
Mr. Josh Porter, and Shane is back over in the corner there.
Hello.
It's good to see Shane.
It's good to see you too.
We also have Benny Boy here.
Yep.
Kicking bags and wrestling people, beating them up.
I saw that.
Yeah. Quite the leg kick on the boy.
Yeah, like I now know mentally, Ben, that like
Not to fuck with you.
I gotta watch out for that shin, dude.
Them fucking legs will come flying.
Yeah.
Little deceiving. Didn't think it was in him.
I didn't either. No offense.
No. None taken.
He also doesn't have a mic. So.
I was speaking for him.
He's nodding in the back. Like,
He's like, yeah.
yes.
He's like, I know.
He's like, hey. Yes.
I kick hard. He's like, oh, man. No, wonderful times. It's good to have you in town. It's good to see you.
Love being here.
Big times for you. You have just recently you are out of the military now?
Mm-hmm.
You are out. Medically discharged.
Medically retired.
Medically retired.
Yeah, that's the proper term.
I kind of get all fucked up sometimes. I don't know proper terminology.
I mean, no one really, it doesn't make a difference to anybody listening, you know what I mean? It's just 13 years active duty, 2 years reserve time, 15 years total. Like, I'm fucking done.
It's intense. It's always
Took a
like
toll.
I can only imagine. I can only imagine just hearing like outside, like whenever we're just talking amongst ourselves, not on a podcast or in anything. Some of the stuff is mind melting, super intense.
And it's, and say that it's just not intense. It's not the intensity. It's just the everyday fucking struggle, right? Like the everyday of just being fucking miserable. Like we're no longer like in GWAT, right? Like these dudes aren't like on constant rotations of going and doing what they signed up for. Now you're dealing with like a pre-2000 era generation or trying an army, a military, a non-war fighting military right now. And it's exhausting.
Is it?
Yeah.
I guess we haven't been at it. We were in the fucking Middle East for 20 years.
Yeah.
So it was like constant rotation of men in and out, in and out. Now that we're not in any conflicts
you
like
dudes
that.
with, you had dudes in the army still with, pre-2008 or 9 of like 18-month deployments, 15-month deployments, right? And then after that, it went down to like a year. Then you got, buddies of mine with 12 deployments.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it's crazy. And you wonder how their mental health is. And you ask a dude, hey man, like why are you getting out after 15 years? What's 5 more years? I don't know. Ending my life is 5 more years. You know what I mean? And that's just real talk.
It is, and I don't think it's a subject that's covered well.
Fuck no.
Or or when it is covered, it's a lot of people just don't want to hear it. Like normal life doesn't want to hear it.
They hate the topics that make them uncomfortable. People love hearing you guys talk, right? But like I guarantee you someone's going to turn off this podcast right now because of the topics we're about to get into.
I mean,
it's like you want to talk about hearing the truth and hearing like what actually happens in like day-to-day life, like hard shit. Dudes don't want to wake up in the morning, don't want to like do anything. That's fucking life.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's hard because it's, whenever we term, a hardworking motherfucker, like, motherfucker, you don't got problems, just more work to do.
Yeah.
However, like, whenever things do come up and issues do come up, if you do not properly take care of them, they will turn into a mental problem. You will let it run over in your head. It will run your life. You will become so anxious and so balled up and so angry, so aggressive, so awkward that you become a different person, and it's not good.
No, it ruins relationships, ruined a marriage, ruined friendships.
Dude.
It's and there's guys that are like, I blame myself. Like I will take 100% ownership of my actions of making my life miserable, right? Because I caused it unknowingly. Right. And now I have to own the fact that like these are mistakes that I made that I did to myself. I can't blame the army for everything that's happened. It was a choice, right? But I'm not going to sit here and be like, the military fucked me up. Like, I fucked myself up too.
You can't blame the military for being the military. Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, no one's that ignorant. You know what I mean? And if you're using that as like a statement, you're ignorant, right? Like, you chose that. And I'm not saying it's like you chose to go get fucked up. You chose to go get blown up. You chose to go do all this stuff. Like, yeah, you're going to deal with trauma. You're going to deal with all of these, mental issues and like mental walls that you have to go over.
The things that you didn't even know you would feel or would even exist.
But if you choose to fucking ignore it, that's your problem.
Yeah.
Like, to not acknowledge it. Like, we want to talk about like marriage and friendship. If you don't acknowledge your own faults in your relationship, will that relationship work? No. If you can't acknowledge your own faults in your fucking head, is it going to get better?
Nope.
No. And it goes the same thing like we talked about yesterday here, right? Shit that's been going on. Like, there's been animosity, right? Like, there's been pain. Like, there's been like, I fucking hate this, hate you, right? It's the same. Like, you guys deal with the same shit we deal with.
I think everybody does to a certain degree. It's just not really talked about.
And that's that. I think, we just like we talked about dudes wanting to cut their dick off. Why don't we talk about the actual problems that we have so people know it's like, hey, like, these are acceptable conversations. Don't be scared of these conversations. Like, the truth is going to hurt. Like, it's going to fucking rip your asshole open. And it's going to fucking suck. But you will be a better man at the end of it.
Yep.
Like, stop. Like, we all want to go down these paths of, oh man, like, I have to actually open up and do this. We go see therapy and we talk about these issues, but like, you don't actually rip the issue open and clear the air. Talk about what's actually on your mind. You beat around the bush, you pussyfoot the situation or the topic. You don't actually say, Bob, I fucking hated you yesterday. Mm-hmm. Like, you made me fucking not want to come to work, right? Because if I went to that in the Army, like, if I had a private, if I had an NCO go up to a fucking senior NCO or first sergeant and be like, Sergeant Major, I fucking hate you. You made me want to fucking kill myself yesterday and not come to work. And my relationship is ruined because you chose your personal bullshit time over my family. And now I'm fucking suffering at the house. And I did this to myself because I have anger issues. But because you did that, now I have to fucking suffer. Right? Like, it's the same shit. Just take the military out of it. You know what I mean?
I think everybody deals 100%. With that to a certain degree.
100%.
I think everybody does.
If you don't think you do, you're fucking ignorant.
So do you think that whenever we have those things and like if you vocalize those things to people that possibly can't handle it,
yep,
you might break them?
Yeah, and you know what? If someone is making a choice to make your life miserable, right, or talk down to you or make you feel like a piece of shit, and you just are straight up honest with them and you vocalize that and they can't handle it, remove yourself from the situation. You are no longer needed in that position, whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. Like, it is not like people ask me, why didn't I go 5 more years? It's not worth my fucking mental health. Like, you want my honest answer? It's not worth my mental health.
Not worth it.
Fuck no. Like, my body's broken. Like, yeah, I could keep going. Everybody could keep going.
Sure.
Right? Like, it's not worth my mental health. And that's the same thing that we talk about.
Yeah.
We talk about.
I brought up to you yesterday that, I've thought I've gotten better with like expressing how I feel, like especially on those days that stress is high, anxiety is high. And I always held it back from Kim. And like, I did not talk to Kim about any time I woke up and felt like just that mind-fucked feeling that I'm like, I don't know if I even want to start the day right now. So I started like vocalizing it to Kim, and while it helped like immediately, I'm like, fuck, okay, great. I got to talk about this stressor, and it's actually not a stressor, but I got to talk about it, so I feel better. Cool. And then like eventually I started to talk about it so much, I'm like, oh, fuck. I was like, do I got some serious shit going on? I just said this 6 mornings in a row now that I'm like, hey, I'm having a day. I'm like, fuck, I just had a week. I just had a month, and like in the last like month or so, 2 months, like just juggling everything here that we do as a business, supporting all these families that we have, helping us grow our business, trying to be a husband, chasing some potentially unrealistic triathlon dream that I don't know what that what that is, but then to come back and still question, like, are these outlets what is driving me, or that is like holding me back, or
Not causing a problem, but possibly causing an issue within your life.
right. So, back to like me being open with Kim about it, I'm not solving the problem. I'm not solving the issues. I'm just speaking about them, and it no longer makes me feel better talking about it. So it's like I need to start doing things in my life that are fixing the problem or avoiding those feelings from creeping back in.
Yes.
And the training, it was a tool to get past those things. However, now with the responsibility of being a business owner and having business partners that we are all very, very driven in our mindset and so passionate that it sometimes causes internal issues and that turn into external issues. And I think what I need to do a better job at is vocalizing that with you as my business partner, as my best friend, with the team here, that they're aware of like just some high tension times, and that's okay. Because I tend to turn things that I think are problems into like big issues, and they're not. It's what my mind is perceiving that they are. And talking with Josh yesterday, if we don't talk about these things, like, for everyone listening, like, we all have these feelings. You guys all have these types of feelings that you don't even want to talk about. If we don't express them, we have one shot at all of this. We have one shot at running this business and growing it positively. And we have one shot at this relationship as friends and family and co-workers, and that if we don't put bigger efforts into not caging those feelings, but not using your feelings to influence decisions and rationale between each other.
I agree, 100%. And for me, like you were saying, like you talk with Kim, I do the same thing with Hannah. Mm-hmm. I internalize so much. Everything. And I internalize it into anger and intensity and ugliness. Because like for a portion of my life, like whenever I would get angry and intense, it would work. Mm-hmm. Like intensity works for me. It's what I am. It's like in my blood, and it's fucked up and it's ugly, and I do a really bad job of it sometimes. But like whenever I would take all those internalizing things and be like, oh, I just got to talk about it. And I'd say it to Hannah. Well, I didn't say it to Hannah in a very loving way.
Yeah.
It was super intense, and it might have been about a subject at work that really fucking jerked me off, or something bad happened. Mm-hmm. And it came out to Hannah. Well, I wasn't thinking about Hannah's feelings and emotions. And now she internalizes what I just did to her. And it wasn't like directed at her, of her being anything like it. It was just me speaking and letting out these thoughts and emotions. Well, then now what do you think Hannah's going to wake up with? And then now that I've realized that I've done that over the past, 8 months ago at this company was a little intense. Mm-hmm. So, and the whole thing was making sure that everything works. And what has occurred over then, now I can't talk to Hannah about these things because I get a little intense. And it's like, and then whenever we do have things happen at work, we try to make sure that we internalize them so that I don't offend Bob, or Bob doesn't offend me, or I don't fucking offend Mike. And we make sure that the company knows everything is great, and make sure that everybody feels good and knows that it's okay. Bitch, life is fucking tough.
Yeah, and you, Bob, you both, like what you're saying right now, how you're internalizing, how he's internalizing. That shit needs to come out.
Well, what I'm saying is the biggest problem for me, like me personally, is I am over the top intense. I love it. For the past 8 months, I haven't felt like myself. I haven't been able to fucking just be me, because me is over the fucking top insane. It's like it's just in my nature, and it's so hard because I think that it shouldn't be. I went through the fucking craziness of no longer being sauced out Seth, but it wasn't even sauced out Seth. It was just fucking intense Seth. I grew up with my dad who literally called me motherfucker. Like, that's just, motherfucker is in my vocabulary. It's like the. So whenever I felt it, it's like all of a sudden, you know, I'm like, oh man, you can't be sauced out Seth anymore. Okay, then stop taking steroids. Well, played a huge role in my life and caused me a lot of mental issues. And then all the bullshit that goes along with growing a massive company and trying to fucking please every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and don't rock the boat, and don't fucking lose your shit, and don't call people motherfuckers, and don't call them pussies, and don't fucking tell them that just do your fucking job and shut the fuck up. You can't say that to people. But then why not? Like, I've always stated, I'm in the business of building motherfuckers. That's been my thing. I love it. I am harder on my children than I am anybody else. And like, I'm super intense on my kids. You've seen since Adeline, since she was fucking 6 years old, I've been telling that motherfucker, shut the fuck up and do your job. Shut the fuck up and do it. Is that right? I don't fucking know, but I do know this. In my life, intensity was everything. Adeline watched her mom fucking overdose. Adeline watched her fucking mom fall apart. Adeline has had to live through some of the most intense fucking times in the world. And I was right there for it. And it was fucking, it's brutal on me. It's ugly on me. It's horrible. But the reason that I raise her the way I do, and the reason that I am the way I am, is because this world needs motherfuckers. Because there are going to be people in this world that will just deliberately fuck your shit up. They will fucking ruin your shit. They will.
For no reason.
Just because they're fucking selfish, they're egotistical, they're fucking disgusting, they'll fucking sign horrible deals, they will just take everything for themselves personally and will fuck everyone else over. The world needs motherfuckers. The reason I raise my kid the way I do is because there is not one motherfucking person on this planet that will be harder on her than me. So to make sure that whenever bad shit happens and the fucking shit that has occurred in her life, you ain't gonna fucking beat that bitch. So I have to make sure that she's prepared. And if that means making sure that she is harder than fucking granite, don't break the bitch. So that means I have to do it.
Because she responds well to you, though.
Oh, well, look, the thing is that's important. What's important whenever you're doing this, and this is that fine line of crazy, fucked up, and loving. My kid, Adeline, I have to make sure that this kid knows that I love her unconditionally.
You're not just saying a motherfucker. Like, she knows there's love and compassion behind what you're saying. It's
because whenever bad things occur, and they have in my life, and there has been gut-wrenching, disgusting things. Her mom was a drug addict.
Yep.
It was absolutely fucking horrendously disgusting, scary. Talk about a problem, consume your life, ugly shit. So I had to make sure that she knew that I would do absolutely anything and everything to protect her. Go to the fucking end and do ugly, nasty, horrible fucking things to make sure that she was safe. And I had to make sure the girl saw it. So that she knew whenever I fucking asked her to do something, it wasn't because I'm being demanding and I'm your dad and you will do what I say. No, bitch, because I fucking know, and I will make sure that you are safe, you are loved, and there is always going to be things there for you to create opportunity. And I will fucking go to the end for it. So that portion of my life is another reason why I'm like, fuck all this shit, because around every corner, there are going to be fucking people that want to take advantage of you, that are going to fuck things up all for their own personal gain. Their personal gain. They will fuck good people over for it. So that mentality has worked for me in the past. Violence has worked. Aggression has worked. Intensity is the name of my motherfucking game. Telling people to go fuck themselves whenever all they're trying to do is take advantage of your company. They're trying to take advantage of you and fuck you over and steal everything. take advantage of everything and ruin everything that you built with your business partners, fuck them all. But you can't say that all the time.
So I got Bob.
That's why I got Bob. So there's one person here that I do speak to that way. Bob. And that's why Bob has been so important to everything, because early on, whenever this shit was going on, Bob was there and saw it all.
Yep.
Bob was a part of it. So Bob knows that Seth is very fucked up. Bob knows that Seth will just lose his fucking shit and fly off the handlebars and might do some irrational, fucked up shit. And over the past probably about a year, I've been battling this of not being that character. But I tell you what, dude, it has not been good for my mental health, because I become an awkward prick now. I'm not just intense Seth. Now I'm awkwardly. It's almost like I'm two different people.
Yeah, and
like I hide it.
And that's today between, you and Bob. That's what we're doing. We're like, this isn't like, we're fixing that, right? Like, this isn't an overnight fix. This isn't like a hey fix, but this is showing that you as a man are understanding intensity is life, like choosing violence. And Bob does the same thing, but both of you chose the same thing, and it created fucking this unknowing tension.
It created a fucking monster
of
a company.
You guys,
every ounce of this was built on that mentality,
right?
And that intensity.
But if you have that in between y'all's relationship and not together, like intensity together, it's intensity towards each other, that will tear down that relationship.
Well, that's what's me recognizing this and voicing it. Because do you think it's easy to live with me?
Fuck no.
Do you think it's easy for Bob to deal with me?
No, and I think 90% of people know that they are hard to deal with. For a fact, I know I am hard to fucking deal with. I am hard to be in a relationship with, right?
Yeah. I am not easy to live with.
I am not a fucking easy person. And you can vocalize this. We can vocalize this. And we also vocalize your mental fucking struggles. Like, what you saying right here is that there's a fucking issue and you're addressing it. You might not know the root cause, but guess what? You're sitting here showing yourself and Bob and everybody listening that you have the mental capacity as a fucking man, as a human being, a hardworking motherfucker, that you're like, I recognize there needs a change.
The change for me is that I need to stop pretending to be something I'm not. I am fucking crazy. I am very fucked up. I love it. The more fucked up I am, I think the better, because then I'm not questioning my existence. I am here for one fucking reason. That is to be me. It is not to be a fucking shell of me. It's not to be anything.
So let's say in the last 6 months, Seth, you've sat here and you've questioned your existence in this world and well-being, right? Question your own mental health and this, like, hey, like, is it worth waking up today to go do this shit?
Well, that's the thing. Like, is it worth it? Like, the question is should I continue down this path of what, quote unquote, would be termed the righteous path, the not fucking degenerate Seth, the not one that literally, like, bro,
off the deep end.
Years ago, I would tell everybody, this is why Bob handled everything. This is why there was a great balance with he and I. In the very beginning, Seth's crazy. You fuck his day up, I am coming for your throat. Because this is the guy that makes sure everything runs on the back end as well as it can. And if you are dealing with Bob, and somehow Bob calls me one day and says, fucking this guy's he's just being a huge pain in the ass. You want me to take over? No, you don't need to, Seth. Okay, whenever you do, just let me know, because I'm going to go batshit fucking crazy. Why? Because that's who I was. That's who I am. Like, I'm tired of fucking tiptoeing around fucking people that just want to nickel and dime your company, that want to fucking nickel and dime you, that want to try and take advantage of the shit that you've worked your entire life for, and me have to be like, it's okay, sir. No, how about you suck my fucking dick, you douchebag? Like, I want to say those things. But now that I have a massive company with 50 plus employees, really say that to people? Can you really talk to people that way? And Bob's the one that has to deal with crazy Seth. And I can guarantee you that there are days where that motherfucker hates me
Yeah,
and does not want to come in because he looks and he's like, I know what I'm going to deal with today.
Well, if you know, we talked. You struggled about waking up and coming in. And it's like, is this what you want to do? Because there's so much fucking tension the last 8 months.
Yeah, I mean, the steps and procedures we've put in place the last 8 months to just guarantee ongoing success as a company and as a brand have been sheer exhausting and have had to be extremely intense and extremely aggressive in the meetings we've had, the phone calls we've had to be on, the timelines that it put it on our personal life that just stressed us to crazy ends where it created an animosity between each other that neither one of us could pinpoint what exactly was I doing that pissed him off, what exactly did he do that pissed me off, and I don't actually want to fucking talk about it with anyone. And I think a lot of the side of those things with me was I get very uncomfortable having extremely personal conversations because I'm a hermit. I just thrive better being quiet Bob. But in reality, I'm creating my own problems by anticipating things that have not even happened yet. And by doing so, it's probably causing you to react differently to me. It's causing Mike to react differently to me. I know Kim backs off in the morning now on those days that she sees it. And it's like, I don't have the solution because as we keep going here, we gain so much more responsibility as owners of this company. We owe each other everything every day because like you said yesterday, dude, we've been 50-50 on life since we've got together years ago.
Yep. And what I think is the like I said, I haven't been myself because I've just been, you can't be sauced out, Seth, anymore. You got to not die. Because 2 years ago, whenever I got the bad blood work back, I was like, this is the first time that my health has ever been in question. I knew the day would come, but I didn't know how it would react. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you got to get your shit together. Well, then I'm like, okay, my shit is together, but I'm a shell of who I used to be, but I'm not. I'm pretending to be that person so that people were like, okay with me. And I'm not. I'm fucking way over the top intense. I love fucked up shit. I like it. I love it. So if I'm not myself, and the problem is whenever it is no longer 4DH, it is 3. There are 3 of us now. The GNC deal was not a good deal. The GNC deal fucked a ton of stuff up. It was a horrible fucking deal. Those corporate cunts, I don't fucking like them. That's why we're 3. And during that time and everything that has occurred since then has been done nothing but save the company. The 3 of us have done absolutely everything to make sure that this company is thriving and profitable and just fucking killing shit.
People need to understand. They need to understand that.
And it's a fucking, I'm tired of the bullshit. And I've been trying over the past 8 months to make sure that you're good. Don't lose your shit. Keep your cool. Don't call people motherfucker, even though you want to. But that's who I am. And to be honest, everybody, all the support that we've had for the past fucking 6.5 years of All-American Roughneck, the fucking tens of thousands of shirts that get bought every single fucking release, the millions of dollars that have been involved, the investments into the community, in the people, over 50 fucking employees get a fucking paycheck from us. Families get paychecks from us. We've done incredible things for fucking charities. And it's all been based off of us being us. Who am I? I am the motherfucker. I will go to the end for my business partners. I will go to the end for Bob. The problem is that last year it came into question with everybody about why things were all fucked up. And then we started questioning each other. To solve this, fucking full dick trust. That's what it has had to been. You fuck with Bob, I'm coming for your fucking throat. Because that's what made this work in the beginning. because Bob's not the confrontational one. Bob's the quiet killer. Bob's the guy that'll ride a bike for 7 hours in the morning and come in and bust out a fucking 8, 10, 12, 14, 16-hour day and go home and ride the fucking bike again. So if you fucking somehow piss off the guy that literally is running himself into the ground, super patient, super quiet, super easy going, now you're getting me. Because at the end of the day, I don't mean ill intent with anything. Whenever I'm calling someone motherfucker, or I tell you to get your fucking shit together, or do your fucking job, stop being such a fucking pussy. I'm not saying that because I'm demeaning you. I'm saying that so that you stop thinking the way you do and level the fuck up. I tell my kid before she goes to practice, I look at her and I say, kill shit today. Murder this motherfucker. Make the day your bitch. Own it. And make sure everyone else around you knows, not by speaking, but by your fucking actions, kid. Those are exact quotes I say to them. I do not hold back. I say fuck. I get in their face and I let them know. Why? Because the world isn't fucking pretty. People you care about will end up fucking you over in some way if you don't stay true to yourself. They will. I've lived it.
Survived it.
That's why, like, the hardworking motherfucker, and I don't got problems, just more work to do. There are people in this world with real problems that occur. However, if you don't take care of your own mental health, motherfucker, life will chew on your ass. And it's all your own fault. And, like I said, dude, her own mother had massive drug problems. Tried to do everything we could to save it. Was married 10 years. 5 of them fucking years just trying to save it. Trying to fucking make sure everything goes well. Fucking spent my entire life savings on rehabs and clinics. And just watched it deteriorate away. Fucking chased people down. Did ugly, mean, nasty, horrible fucking things. Did everything I could. And it still didn't fucking work. And my oldest daughter saw it all. Saw it all. And she had to know that I'd be willing to go to the lengths, go to you name it, to make sure she was safe. So I know what a real problem's like. I know what it's like to wake up and be like, I just wish that I had Monday problems. Because it's gut-wrenching. Nobody wishes anything upon that. Nobody wishes these things. But at the same time, whenever you are not true to yourself, nothing good's going to come from it. So you be who you are. I love my people here. I love them. I will spend every penny in my life savings to make sure that everything here operates.
And that's what they need to know.
I will spend.
And I think they know that, right? Like people here.
Well, that's why they work the way they do.
And I think you said it the other day. What's the one thing you require when you come here? That you require when they work here?
Passion.
Right? And
I don't give a fuck what you are.
Work their ass off.
People get all up in arms in today in society, whether you're fucking gay, black.
No one fucking cares.
I don't give
I don't care whose dick you suck. What you do with your dick, right? Come here, you work with passion, intensity, and everything. And you make them know that, right? But then you also show them, and I don't think I've ever seen, and it's like, like you deal with a lot of people. You deal with a lot of people. You deal with a lot of people. You know how other companies operate, right? Like you see how they treat their people, right? And you're like, no, we're better than that. Like you actually give a fuck. You care about how these people come to work feeling. Like, not saying like, hey, we're talking about someone's feeling. We're talking about their mental health feeling. We're talking about like, hey, this is a place where you can come and you're you, dog. We don't give a fuck.
I don't care.
Right.
You can. That's what makes working here so great, and that's why it's like we're so fucked up here. It's because you can't be yourself. I don't care what you want to do. Nick will move his office into the gym and fucking blast music and just design shit all day. It's like, fuck yeah. You know why you can do that? Because you work here. You want to get high and design stuff? I don't give a fuck. You want to fucking rock out and fucking wear what you want to wear?
Rock out with your cock out.
You do whatever you want. And that's where it's like, I'll come, and it's, we have so many things that are special that like, I'm going to come to bat for you. If whenever push comes to shove, it's like, if I'm the last motherfucker that's got to be there, that's who I like being. I like being the last one there to be like, all right, now you got to deal with me. Because you better fucking kill me. Because I'm going to keep coming. Because I've already had to do it multiple times in my life. And that's why not everybody's built that way. And over the past fucking a little bit less than a year, I've been trying not to be that guy because that guy's a little scary. That guy literally tell people to go fuck themselves. It might rub people the wrong way or not the best thing to do business-wise. But at the end of the day, I've realized that it hasn't done nothing good for me personally, and it has caused problems.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yes. So,
personal, business, professional. It's caused problems everywhere.
Oh, at home. Yeah, because now I'm just aggressive. I'm just aggressive mentally, like aggressive like in my own head. And then like I'll just walk around and will not talk for 24 hours.
Because you don't want to, you don't want to hurt Hannah.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
because I realize that if I do vocalize those things, I will hurt her. Or I will say things that like I just need to get off my chest. And that's why it's good to have a homie. That's why it's good to have somebody that you're like, we're going to talk to you.
Yeah, but if your homie doesn't want to talk to you,
yep,
then you know you got fucking issues.
Yep. And it's like, that's why I keep saying over and over, just be yourself. And who I am, like, I love my people. I don't want bad things in the world.
But you got to have those hard conversations.
Oh, yeah.
You got to have the conversations that Bob doesn't want to talk about.
Oh.
Bob's got to have those conversations with you that he doesn't want to vocalize. Right? Like, you guys built something, right? Like,
we built something from literally
nothing,
zero.
Right? But you guys both said it 50-50 till you die, right? But if you sit here and you built this amazing company and you sat here, I told Bob the other day, Weston and I didn't end on great terms. That's the first time I've ever told anybody that, right? Like, Weston and I were fighting over something stupid, right? I regret it. I regret it so much. We were fighting so bad. I told him I loved him, but it was just stupid. It was fucking stupid. If I could have those conversations, whether we hated each other or not, I would have been fine with that. We fucking held it in. It created animosity, created problems, right? You only got people. At the end of the day, the money doesn't fucking matter, right? You only got people. That's all you got.
I agree.
You die tomorrow, everybody's gonna be like, man, Seth was a big ass motherfucker, right? Intense motherfucker. Put pictures up, YouTube videos for years. That's it. Right?
Yeah, be over.
Bro, like I die tomorrow. Be like, Josh was a funny dude, touched a lot of dicks. That's it. Right? Fucking face on a cardboard box. Veteran fucking dies. Great.
Yep.
Right? Like
that's what makes all this tough, because it's nobody will actually give a fuck. The people that actually care are the people that are in your life and close, like you right now. Like, you know for a fact, I know for a fact, I've watched all these bodybuilders die. Guys that I was friends with, competed with, did wonderful things for me. We had great relationships and memories. They died and nobody gives a fuck. Everybody makes their videos, gets their 100,000 views on a video, and then that's it. Yeah. Military guys die, nobody gives a fuck.
No one gives a flying fuck. And I'm so sorry. Like, people can be like, 22 a day, we support stopping veteran suits. Like, shut the fuck up. You do not give a fuck about a single person in this community. Like, dudes that left the community be like, I give a fuck. No, you don't. You're making a name for yourself by telling people you give a fuck.
Well, it's what I think that people in the beginning do. I think that they give a lot of fucks in the beginning. And then they realize how fucking hard it is to give fucks and do things and actually make action occur, because then it fucks their life up.
Yeah,
and then it causes problems in their life.
It causes people to actually show the fuck up.
And it's like, it cannot be handled by one person.
Fuck no.
It can't be. So one person they could give a fuck and they could be like, man, they could actually care. They could. I tell you what, because I give a whole lot of fucks about everything that we got going on, but that does not make it any easier. And trust me, we just got done having a fucking hour-long conversation about how difficult it is to keep going or want to show up. You want to show up. I know that in what you just said, you can give me millions of fucking dollars. You can give me millions. And I'm not satisfied.
Wild.
Isn't that what everybody works for?
Right.
Everybody works to have financial security. Everybody works for it. That's what I've worked for. But then once I get it, I'm like, well, why do I not feel a sense of relief? Why do I feel a sense of more intensity is needed? Because I can push more, because I can do more. Okay, then let's push more. Well, then you can't just push people to a point of them breaking, because you still need them to be themselves, because that's why you're here.
Yeah.
You're here because those people are themselves. They are who they are. You should continue to push them and help them level up, but you cannot push people so far where they fucking break. And then they're no longer themselves. They're no longer creative. They're no longer just, not everybody is built to be a super intense motherfucker.
Yeah.
A lot of people just need a motherfucker in their life, because that's the person that is going to make sure everything is okay.
And that's my heart, regardless of what feelings and animosity that people have with each other, hate, anger. If you love somebody and you give a fuck about them, tell them. Good, bad, or indifferent. Fucking say it.
That's what makes it. That's what
makes this hard.
Oh,
That's what's made your lives for the last 8 months hard, because the conversations didn't happen.
It was focused purely on
Surviving.
on making sure
Yeah.
that things were done the right way.
Correct. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like, there's a time and place for everything, right? Like, you focused on making sure everything was right. Everybody was taken care of. All your employees were taken care of, right? And now it's time to you guys to work on you, right? Like, now it's like, okay, we have our company. We're successful. We're still showing growth after this fucking horrible 8 months. Now it's like Seth realizes, hey, I'm fucked up. I'm more fucked up than I thought. I took it out on Bob unintentionally. Bob stressed himself out so much that he was like, I'm fucked up, and I took it out on Seth unintentionally. I created this animosity in his head, in my own head, towards you, because I didn't voice my opinions, right? Because we didn't have these conversations.
And it's one of those tough things that when is the right time to have a conversation, because we want to make sure that, I mean, intense times comes for intense measures, and it's tough because everybody operates at different levels. And if on a day I'm feeling
Spicy.
froggy,
Yeah.
And that's not the day that
which is like 75-100 for Seth Feroce. Let's just be honest here. 5 out of 7, that motherfucker's froggy.
That's the problem. It's like it's like a good thing but a bad thing.
Do you agree with that, Bob?
Well, this is what I've directly noticed, like literally directly, because as cliche as it sounds, me and you are like yin and yang, like balance, but super unbalanced. In the fact that when your intensity reaches a fucking level, I have this way of calming the situation, but still keeping that intensity, because that is generally what spearheads every project that we have at this business. But the balance of our personalities works oddly well. And I think one of the biggest problems I run into personally is having enough energy to be that balance in the situation, because dude, you said it, you are intense all the time. And I am pretty level most of the time.
Yep.
And if I can't be level, it just puts that intensity actually through the roof.
Yes.
Without me even having to say anything, just me clamming up and quiet, and me and you don't talk for a couple days, and we're like, oh fuck, what happened?
And
you know,
and you've told me that like I don't look like I think I look. Like I think I look one way when I'm having a conversation.
You say that too.
Yeah, because he's told me.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh man, I thought it was a good conversation I had. He's like,
Mm-mm.
no, you look like a psychopath.
Yeah. You look like you want to fucking murder everybody.
You should not do those things anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not good. I thought it was like a good thing. No, dude, you were a little too far for everybody. Like it scared people.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you need to do that then. But then it's like all of a sudden, like that means that now I put all that pressure on Bob. Because like I thought I was doing a good job, whenever the good job might have been, Seth, you can't, it was too much, all right? Because what happens is it might take things away from people. It might make them feel uncomfortable.
Right.
Whenever I'm like, because whenever I talk about my kids have been around since day one.
Right.
They've seen everything. They've seen me do crazy things. They've seen me do great things. They know that they have everything in their life because Dad is the way he is. Mm-hmm. And whenever things need done around the house, Seth's going to do fucked up shit. Dad is going to be crazy. Dad's going to do these things. And it's like they see it all the time. So for people that don't or haven't been raised in an environment where intensity is life, it's just different. Because
so now, why do you do this? Like what is your driving force now? Right? Like you've talked about like your employees, like supporting families, right? Like we talked about like you built this empire, right? Like you built an empire, right? You and Bob. What is your driving force that's keeping you going, that wants to continue, that you're continuing to grow? Like what's now the purpose?
You want
right?
to know what it is?
I do. I think everybody wants to know.
Me personally?
Yes. Like I want to know why Seth Feroce, not Seth Feroce and Bob, right? I want to know Seth Feroce's personal fucking reason to continue to be like, I'm going to grow. I'm going to continue to grow. Because technically, right, like you could walk away from this and go fucking live in the woods.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't have to deal with people ever again. You're set.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because I want everybody to know that you can be a silly, crazy, Western PA podunk motherfucker and do incredible things for incredible people. Everybody here that works, they have a great working environment. I want them to come and be them. If people don't work here, they might go work somewhere with some fucking corporate douchebag fucking boss that's an egotistical prick. They're not going to be able to be themselves. And then their relationship at home might not be that great. They might not be the best dad. They might not be the best mom. There won't be fucking Elegance Elite. There won't be my community center one day. There won't be those things. Those things don't exist unless I am me. They won't, because Elegance Elite wouldn't exist if Seth and Bob and Mike weren't Seth, Bob, and Mike. It would not fucking exist. That gymnastics place cost us fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars. It cost me my fucking weekends. It cost me time with my significant other. All my weekends is dedicated to fucking gymnastics and building it, all for the community. Because does it charge money to people? Abso-fucking-lutely. It's a business. However, that environment over there is about building young women into incredible women. You fuck with that, and I will throw you the fuck out. I don't care. I don't need your fucking money. That bitch will, if it's just 10 kids in there like it was in the beginning, it's going to exist. Why? Because the community needs good motherfuckers. Because without us, wouldn't exist. That wouldn't exist without us. So some days I'm like, yeah, it'd be great to fucking just go off in the woods and kill shit and live off the land. But
Eat
then,
beer.
yeah. But then would all this exist? If Bob and I never shook hands and said, let's do this, this wouldn't exist. So how could you ever take away something that is so great that we have gotten messages after messages after messages? The Arnold Classic 3-hour line of people shaking our hands, hugging us, saying thank you. How could you ever fucking fuck that up? Why would you ever want that to stop? Because it's bigger than money. It's way bigger than money. It's people. It's changing lives. We talked about having good dick days. All these fucking silly sayings that are just simple. Everybody on the internet, all the overcomplication of everything. It's so simple. Be you. 100 fucking percent of you. Because 100% of you will be the most passionate, incredible thing in the world. Be you. You're a little fucking weird. It's okay.
I think we're all a little weird.
Be you.
Bob, what's, same question. What's your personal reason, like without Seth? Like, what is it that's keeping you driving? Like, I'm not talking about, like, love life. I'm talking about, like, what is Bob's selfish fucking reason to keep going?
I mean, I've thought about that a lot lately. And what I thought it was, and what we joke around on this podcast and on Instagram all the time is, Bob's the cart guy. Bob buys whatever he wants. I have things that most people would dream of having one day. I have things that are not necessities. They are wants. They are possibly selfish, materialistic things. I have all these things. They are not what fulfills me at all as a human being. Zero of it. You could take every car I own. You could take the beautiful home that me and Kim have and work so hard for. You could take all those things away from me, and it's really not taking anything away from me internally, because it's not what drives me anymore. I'm a hermit at heart. I'm a closed door type of person. And what drives me now with what we do is it keeps me part of a family and a community that I was never a part of before. My friends are you guys here at this table. My friend is Shane over there. My friend is Jay, who I've worked 4 different jobs with over my lifetime. I have my family back in Reading. I love them to death. But I moved here, 4 years ago now.
Seems way longer.
I know, it's insane. And I have more of a family here than I feel like I've ever had. So what drives me to not be such a hermit, clammed up dude, it drives me to want to be more of a part of our people's lives, because now that I kind of have a voice, like all you guys listening here, and like you said, when that first time we did the Arnold together and there was 1,000 people lined up to see you, but half of them knew my name and knew my background and knew where I was from. And I mean, that got me excited, and not in a way that I'm like, yes, I got some limelight. I'm being seen on social media. Like, fuck yeah, that's cool. But I realized I'm very passionate in helping others, and sometimes I put others ahead of me almost every time. But that's why I'm here. That's my purpose, because people listen when we speak, and if they're showing up to listen to me and you shoot the shit for an hour every week, they're in need of something. They're in need of some sort of outlet from what's going on in their life. And if me talking about what I think are problems, which probably aren't, and it makes you feel better about what you consider problems in your life, then this 1.5-hour podcast was worth its weight in gold.
Yep.
I am not a people person. I don't like being around people. I don't like social gatherings. I don't. And everyone's probably like, what? Like, you?
Really?
Bro, that's really not me. But the more I was put on this earth to be a part of a community and build a community. And that's what drives me.
I've since I came here in November, right? Like, I've got to know a lot of your employees.
Yeah.
Mhm.
social media, become friends with them, right? Like talk to them, hang out with them, call them,
Yeah.
right? Say what's up, shoot the shit.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this, 90% of your employees work here because of that, Bob.
Mhm.
They don't do it for the money, right? They do it because they want to be a part of this. They want to be a part of this, right? Like this company. This is, like we talked about this yesterday, right? This is no longer a brand, right? Like this is a fucking, like you've made a lifestyle for these people. Like you've made it a fucking place to be and live.
It is incredible because we have a community of people that, I mean, people call Doug the token black guy of Axe and Sledge as an athlete.
Right.
And like, we're like, because whenever Doug and I talked, he's like, yeah, he's like, I got messages about being the token black guy. I'm like, but like we have black people that work. Oh, they don't see those black people. They think they know me because I'm a roughneck, or I'm the white guy from the country. And I like splitting wood and doing white guy racist shit. It's like, what the fuck is going on in this world? Because at the end of the day, the one thing that's beautiful about the HWMF community is I don't give a fuck if you are gay, straight, black, white, Asian, wherever the fuck you are from. It is about being you and passionate about life. Like that's what made this incredible. And that's what makes all these people wonderful about being them. And that's why it's like, dude, don't fuck that up. You fuck that up, I'm not going to be cool with you. Because at the end of the day, this is bigger than any one individual person. It's bigger than just me. It's bigger than just Bob. It's bigger than just one fucking person.
And I think it shows when you have your employees that work here tell me, I'm like, hey, they're like, bro, I just love being here. Like, you can probably ask 90% of your viewers, do they love working where they're at?
That's what I mean. That's
like,
why.
Do you, like, could you say that? Like, you in the last 3 jobs you had, you couldn't say that. I fucking can't say that. Like, there's supposed to be a fucking brotherhood in the military. Fuck that shit. There's not. Like, guys that fucking live, breathe, and die next to each other, 100%. Like, they will love each other till the day they die. I believe that. But there's not an overall brotherhood. There's not an overall family. You have more people trying to fuck each other and fuck people down than you do giving a fuck about people, right? So when you come to a company that actually shows that and your employees reciprocate that, that means you're doing something right. Just, like, people get shit twisted. Like, fucked up. They're like, I have people like soldiers come in the army right now. They're like, I came in to have this in the family. And I was like, I hope you find it. I do. Like, I'm not as optimistic as I once was. You asked me 5 years ago, I'd have been like, yeah, I love these dudes. I don't remember half the people I met 5 years ago. Right? That's what I tell people, like, the guys that I remember as a private didn't either made my life miserable or they molded me as a young man. Right? As helped me to help myself. The guys, and I try to tell all of these dudes, younger officers, whoever, young business owner, young CEOs, people are either going to remember you because you helped them and you gave a fuck, not because you're the richest motherfucker in the room. No one cares that you drive a Bugatti. No one cares that you own a fucking CEO club and you counsel 50 fucking people for $250 a month. No one fucking cares. They're going to care how you treat them. And they're going to care how you guide them. And if you fuck them, they will remember that forever. Like, I just feel like we have got that fucking twisted. We got shit so twisted in these last couple years.
Well, I mean, we've said it
And you say it 100
times.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's life is crazy because at a time like this, nobody knows. And the big question that we've discussed on here before is like, why are you here? What's your reason, your purpose of existence? And people search for it every day and then they think they find it. And then people, Instagram and YouTube and all these things have made people believe that they found it, or they'll portray something that they have found it and they know. And it's like, dude, life is ever changing. It is evolving on a regular basis. You evolve as a person in your goals and aspirations. dynamic in my life that is constantly changing is being a dad. I have 3 kids. I have a 14-year-old daughter now. She's going to do things. She's way smarter than I was. She's dealt with way more shit than I have. I don't know what goes on in her head, but I do know that she's growing up, and I do know that she's becoming a free thinker, and I do know that she is highly intelligent. You know what I mean? Having a son changed how I looked at the world. Having a son made a huge impact on me, an impact that I didn't even know was real. And it's like people that don't have kids, those aren't things that they think about on a regular basis because they don't have it in their life. But then there's many people out there that have it that are like, I don't know how to still be a good dad and be a good husband and then be good at work. It's like, dude, there ain't no fucking balance to it. You're going to beat your head off the fucking wall. You're going to drive yourself crazy. But most important thing is just be yourself. Be true to yourself. So what I've learned is the fact that I'm just going to be me. And I'm going to be fucked up. And I'm going to be crazy. And there's going to be things that I do and things that's just how I am. I thrive in those environments. I have chased wild shit my entire life. So why should I stop?
Thrive in chaos.
I do. And I have horrible habits. I have horrible, crazy habits. Things that I question, like, what the fuck were you thinking yesterday? What were you thinking? Are you serious?
You say that, and I think, Bob says that, and I look at Shane, I'm like, when we sit here and look, if you looked at tomorrow, right, and you did something super late and you died tomorrow, right, or something happened, like, you can't regret what you're doing, right? Like, you go on a fucking bear hunt, you could die. You go on a fucking motor accident, you could die.
Yeah.
You're is Bob gonna be like, oh man, that decision you made yesterday was stupid? No, that motherfucker's gonna look at you and be like, yo, Seth was living his life. Shane was living his life. Fuck that shit. I fucking hate the fact that, like, all people do now is portray what you shouldn't fucking do. Who gives a flying fuck?
And it's problem because with me, like, I'm like, I should be the guy that everybody expects me to be. I should be the guy that people want me to be. Or I should be this guy for these people. When it's like, actually, it's like, no, I'm not going to be that guy. I'm going to be me. And it's a tough thing to do because you want to have high expectations of yourself as you get older. But I don't know. I love fucked up shit. It probably will kill me.
I think the problem with the perception of what people think they should be doing, like with social media and everything digital, communication, like I can call, text, FaceTime, all these things to contact you. Like, I feel like us as humans, we should not be engaging in groups by the hundreds of thousands. And what I mean by that is, I think us as people, we do need community. It's obvious we thrive on community, but like our internal communities, our small circle, the communities that live around this business. And when the social factor comes into play, it's no longer like looking out for each other. It's comparing and contrasting lives, and it's comparing and contrasting mindsets.
Yep.
That's not what we're supposed to be doing as humans. We're supposed to be living amongst our small community, and every person has their role. You're not well received by everyone on the internet.
No.
Oh, you're fucking hated.
But
I like it.
I love it.
But our group here under this roof, you are well received. You are a boss around here. You are a friend and a mentor to me and to a lot of young people in this business. But on a greater scale, you may look at the exact opposite.
Yeah.
So this problem, I think, that I have, we all have, everyone listening has, is that we are getting so caught up in comparing each other's lifestyles instead of doing the work on your part of the community. Think of like primitive times or like pre-settlement here in the fucking States. There was a blacksmith, there was a farmer, there was one doctor, There was one lady that fucking grew beets down the street. No one liked beets, but that's what the fuck she grew. And it's like they all depended on each other for survival. They didn't depend on Instagram to tell them if like
They were worth it.
was I worth it today? I don't know. You didn't fucking
The
show
post sucked.
You didn't show me like those sneakers you just bought, and like you just talked about how
That-
you were fake influencing, and you actually never worked a real job a day in your life.
Yep. That's why we have been so successful. Because it's like, that's what we just got done saying. Like, you pissed Bob off, now you got to deal with me. That's my purpose. Why are you here? This is what you're supposed to do. Like, I'm built for work. I'm short, I'm thick. I am not a skinny guy. I'm just a thick old bitch.
What
That
did
is-
what did you say? What did you say yesterday? What was it?
Oh, I think I was Porky Pigging it. And I had a T-shirt on with just...
No, he
Yeah,
had a
like,
t-shirt on, he had no pants on, and I was
Yeah.
like, God damn.
And I was like, I'm just a fucking big old thick juicy bitch.
Yeah, he's a
But
big
that's
bitch.
who I am. So like, it's like that's what. So I think about that a lot with people. It's like, dude, what would I be built for? Like, what was I put on this earth for? If I have like these troll caveman like tendencies where I'm not 6 foot tall, I'm close to the ground, I'm super strong naturally. I'm just like, you could just, Seth, I need you to carry all of these blocks over there and then take them back. I can do that. That's like the short Italians. That's why they were bricklayers, because that they were fucking built for it almost. It's like, that's just in my blood.
It's like genetically I was built for it. Built different.
Oh yeah. Because what am I going to do? I'm not no fucking carpenter. Carpenters are long and lanky and tall, and they could do things like this. And I'm just like, no, I'll take the block.
And you know, I agree with you. Like, don't say reach for the stars, right? Reach for the stars. But stop using social media and the internet, like Bob's saying, for stuff that, like, stop looking at these dudes with F-350s in a boat that's in $200,000 of debt because they wanted to look good on Instagram.
Yeah.
And go fucking work and pay for shit.
But and what I realized whenever I went to Idaho, like Zach is
Lives on the land.
He is a great fucking dude. I love the dude. He literally took me. Dude, he's 6'4". He's definitely got a big dick. Definitely got a big dick.
Huge dick.
It's probably ugly though. Just
Oh no, he's a handsome guy.
he's handsome,
dick.
but like I don't
He's
know.
got an ugly dick.
Just the mountain made me
You
feel
think
like
he's got an ugly dick?
I don't know.
You think that man's got a fucking hammer and a fucking bush up there?
I think it'd probably frighten me. If I saw it, it'd probably frighten me.
I mean,
That's
I
what
feel
probably
like
make me-
it's probably built like the terrain there.
That's how I feel.
Large.
It's not like him. I feel like it's like, like just slapping, doing all kinds
Like
of
it's
ignorant
beautiful, but extremely difficult.
things. Yeah. I don't feel like it'd be. I do not feel like that man's.
This full circle, I fucking love.
I don't think. But anyway, him.
Full dick circle here today,
Yeah.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I think you could put
Seth,
like
I
a
just
dick
really-
next to like people's faces and be like, oh, like, and I'll swap them around and be like, that's his dick.
I just want you
That's
to
his
like
dick.
whip out your dick, slam it on the table, they blur it out in camera, and be like, "It's a nice dick."
No, Seth's dick. I guarantee you, if there was like pictures of our faces, and then next to like facing people said, "Oh, you have to pick who's is who," I don't think it'd be a problem. I think it would be chosen. Like, I think people would be able to know.
You think it'd be 3 for 3?
I think people would be 3 for 3.
I'm not going to disagree with that. I think so too.
I agree
Yeah.
with that. You know what? Like, I didn't think of it like that, but I do.
I think
we should put our faces up, go make fucking clone willies, and fucking and I think you should put 3 faces, including Mike. So 4. Put mine in there.
See, people were definitely gonna know.
Mike and I have the same dick.
That's a fucking. I don't.
He was impressed. I put it in his hand yesterday.
Yeah,
All of it?
Yeah.
Wow.
they touch.
He has
tips.
big hands too.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
a tall
He was
guy.
like,
Yeah.
he literally was like, oh, wow.
again, athlete, seen a lot.
Yeah, pitcher.
I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck.
But what I was getting at
Sorry.
was with Zach, like we were talking about, whenever we went to the mountain, he distinctly told me the mountain does not give a fuck about you.
Yep.
It doesn't care that you're Seth Feroce. It doesn't care that you have money. It does not care that you have your followers and all this shit. The mountain does not give a fuck. It will snow when it wants to snow. It will do what it wants to do, and the environment will be the environment. And I'm like, oh, okay, I really like that, because that means that the mountain doesn't give a fuck. And that means it's going to be treacherous. That means it's going to be difficult. That means it's going to challenge me. And I think that that's one thing that I need to do more of. I need to put myself in more intense environments, because I removed myself from a very intense environment of steroids and thriving and just the danger of fucking training like that. Like, I loved crazy shit. Like, and I still do. Like, I love my training, and that's why I do the functional stuff, because it's like, let's see how far you can go today, Seth. You're really not training for anything. And it's like, see how far you can go today. Run yourself into the ground. And then I wake up today and I'm like, oh, my neck, my fucking feet hurt. This, and it's like, yeah, I like that shit. It's, but that's why going out there, like, I love the environment. I loved it. And Zach's not a millionaire. Zach doesn't have millions of dollars. Zach's Zach. And he is going to wholeheartedly be himself. Because when we were out there, he was 100% himself. And I was just so engaged and engulfed. And I'm like, this is someone who literally is unapologetically himself.
You know, we were talking in Virginia. I think, you know, you said it at one point. You were going through the conversation how it worked. I think you said, but like day 2, you realized that you lived in the moment. You weren't. It was like accepting everything that was going on. And then when you were taking a shit the first time, and you're like on the mountain, you didn't really look around and see what was going on. But by like day 3, you took a shit. And you sat there and you watched the mountains.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
You were in the moment.
And that's what drives me on a daily basis. Because I could disappear and go do that. But what's that really do? That's a selfish thing that really doesn't get the world any better. I care about my community. I have felt the love of a community. I felt it. I train those young girls. I watch them excel in life, and I'm like, oh, man, this is pretty cool. I never knew why coaches coached. I thought it was weird, to be honest. Like, I never knew why, like coaches did coaching things. Like, you don't have kids. Why are you coaching? It's creepy. It's weird. Like, why are you involved in kids? Most of these people are fucking weird. And I'm like, super ignorant and dumb way of thinking, because now that I've done a little bit of coaching with these young children, I'm like, this is like super cool. This is super cool. I'm really involved, that you get to like have an impact on them. And I'm like, this is why athletes, like, you see a star running back or a football player talk about his coach in high school, or the running backs coach, or this coach or that coach, and how they were like a mentor and a father to them. And I'm like, that's why, because that coach challenged them in ways that no one else on the planet was doing so at that time. And that person fucking might have hated him. They might have pushed him to the point of crying on some days, but they are who they are because of that coach. Yeah. I now know, after being so involved in people's lives over there with gymnastics, dude, there's 109 girls on the team now. We started 3 years ago with 11.
Yeah, that shit's.
And then there's 200 almost 280 kids in the rec program this summer. In the fall, it'll be fucking batshit crazy. Add another 100. That's what comes through the doors. So it's like we are having an impact on the community that wouldn't exist without us. Yep. Without Bob and I sitting there going, well, since they told us it was 19% on this fucking loan, we were going to get a loan for like $119,000 for the equipment over there.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're like, yeah, we can get a loan. Like, how could we not get a loan? We go and they're like, since the company didn't exist, we've never done gymnastics. We were creating it. We were not purchasing it. The loan, the rate on the loan through this, whatever the fuck it was, that company, they want to give us like 18 or 19%. I'm like, you want to charge me 18% for $119,000?
Yeah, you can go get a car loan for that for 4%.
Are you fucking with me right now? Well, it's because the company didn't exist, and Bob and I have no
credit, no company credit.
There's zero because we're creating a new company. And then, so Bob and I go, well, I guess we're going to pay for it out of our pockets. So that was just the initial cost of the equipment, was that. That was just the equipment. That wasn't the building. That wasn't all the other used equipment that we were planning on paying with cash.
Yeah.
The other $35,000 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
And that's not the rent. That's not the electric. That's not anything.
Yeah.
And then that's not fronting the cost to make sure everybody over there had all their shit and all their Leos and all their stuff.
Yeah.
So we're in over 150 grand before the doors even open.
Yeah. People don't understand the sacrifice that you put into making something.
But
like
after
that.
doing that, we look back upon it, and I look back upon it, and that's part of the feeling that I have. Like, I'm like, Bob might not know because Bob does the back end work, all the back end work. Hannah's the everyday person. I'm the one that has to go in on every bit of my spare fucking time and make sure everything is right over there. And like, I just got done here today. I'm going to gymnastics. I'm going to train. Then I got to go back to gymnastics and make sure it's good. It's a feeling that I didn't know I liked. I love it. I hate it some days because it fucking absorbs every bit of my time away from my fucking house and all the projects that I want to do at my house. But the community wouldn't have this wonderful place. They wouldn't have an environment for their daughters to come and just feel good about being themselves. So that's why I don't want to disappear. That's why I will be super aggressive. That's why we make everything that we do. Axe and Sledge is literally one of the best companies from a quality standpoint in the fucking game. Because I actually give a fuck. That's why Axe and Sledge was created. Before Axe and Sledge, nobody really had great fucking products like this. There are a lot of companies that exist today that have similar fucking products. Why? Because we build a mold that fucking works. Our greens product, best fucking greens on the market. We literally designed them that way. You know how many people tell us your greens are expensive? Oh, you mean by $1.25 per can? They're more $1.25 per can. And you want to continue to go with this company that you say you're all about quality, but the fucking product that you're doing is literally 8 times less the quality of ours, and we're just charging $1.50 more a can. But because it fucks with your margins of $1.50, you're going to state that I'm the asshole. But you tell everybody you care about quality. That's why you carry that product.
Or they care about the people.
Yeah, you care about the people. And it's like, actually, I understand this is a business, but whenever you don't tell me all about fucking quality and then me go make literally a quality product at a very affordable cost and then tell me I should drop it $1.50 whenever I have 8 times the better product.
I think a lot of people can relate to that.
It's and that's why I love the support of the community that we have with our people, because we do make phenomenal fucking products. We do make shit that shits on other products. And I don't say, I am not one to literally point out products and be like, this company sucks my fucking dick. I don't do that because that's not how I am. Even though sometimes I want to say that, I don't. Because I'm not one to fucking drag people down on that. But I think that I'm like, well, you guys know that this is literally a better product. This is literally a better product.
Yeah, so think about, your products, but think about your athletes, right? Like, think about it real quick. How your products are quality, your athletes want to be here.
Oh, yes.
This, like we talked about yesterday.
We do tremendous. We sell fucking millions and millions and
yeah,
millions of dollars. I'm just saying that it's like, it fucking irritates me whenever I hear dumb shit.
Yeah.
Because I hate hearing dumb shit. You know what I mean? It's dumb. I'm like, dude, don't
miss me with the bullshit.
Don't fucking, please do not do that to me.
Yeah.
Because we sell millions of dollars and it's wonderful. And we have a tremendous support system, but it's like at the same time, please do not get into a pissing match with me and fucking don't do that, because you're going to sound fucking dumb. Because everything that has been done here is not to fuck people over. I have no desire to fuck anybody over because I've been fucked over. And then when I was younger, I actually did fuck people over. And it wasn't fun and it didn't make me feel good. So I said to myself, I'll never do it again. So I don't want to do it again. That's not fun. It's not cool.
That's why
I want to do cool business.
And that's why Axe and Sledge, for everybody, is building an actual fucking community. An Axe and Sledge community. Like, the company is going to evolve and change and be something that you want to be a part of.
Dude, look at all the people in the demo crew. Fucking thousands. It's wild. We have such a wonderful group of people. And today was a little bit of a venting.
But that has to happen. Mom and Dad got to fucking fight.
We also just got to understand, like I said, It's crazy, but it's just like, just being yourself. It's like, because I don't want to be the person that everybody thinks I should be.
Yeah, like you.
Because I don't do good that way.
Do you think I should open up and be emotional with both of you? Probably not. But like that's what it is, bro. You gotta be real to fucking get real results.
And you can't, constantly vent and bitch and, go nuts, because I think that it's a good thing to do so, but you need to be able to be like, all right, now I'm just going to be me. What is you? Who are you? What do you want to do? Be that person.
Yeah, agreed. Bob, I love you. Seth, I love you.
I love you too.
You have
Love
a great
you, Bob.
dick.
Thank you. You too.
He made eye contact with me when he said that, though.
Bob, you have a great dick.
I felt like it was like a blanket statement, but
Hey, internet. Hope you have a great day and you have a great dick day.
Big dicks. No, it's intense. Life is...
It's fucking shit.
It's wild.
It's like fucking wild, but it's shit, man. Like people like we always hype up the fucking shit that like, oh man, like this is so great. Like fuck you, it's not. It's fucking not, bro. He's having a really hard time.
Seth hates these mic stands.
Like all he's done, like if you watch Seth, he's like,
Don't look over here.
like hold on, look.
Well,
Here's Seth.
Who's in charge of ordering stuff here?
These are nice mic stands.
Thanks, Josh.
I like them compared to what was here last time. This is good.
I like them too, but
Why do you hate them?
there's something wrong with Seth's, I think.
I think Shane did that just to fuck with Seth.
I think Shane keeps putting that one back on that stand.
I think he did it just to fuck with you, Seth.
I know he does. He deliberately does it just
That's
to irritate me and fire me up and piss me off.
That's that big dick
Make me
energy,
sweat.
dude.
That's big dick energy.
Yeah, fucking tripod over there.
Like, I feel like this is actual bullshit now that I think about it. Like, I feel like we used to give you a ton of shit, Shane, and now
Well,
I feel like you've been dishing it out pretty good lately.
He like silently does it.
yeah, like
He silently gives
it's
you
like
shit
kind of
back.
like under his breath as he's walking away. I'm like, what the fuck did he just say? And like, I won't chase him down though. Like, I'll just let it go. So, I don't know. They've been pretty good lately.
Thanks.
What?
Quick on my feet.
He is quick.
He was. He hasn't trained in a while.
Was quick. You admitted that.
I know.
12 months.
Yep.
12 months of doing nothing.
They've been
working your balls off.
They've challenged each other to a foot race, Josh, and they haven't fully committed to it yet.
Who?
Seth and Shane.
Wait, to like against each other?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like you versus him?
Yeah. Sprint.
I don't even know who would win. I feel like you're like secretly fast, Seth. Like the videos make you look faster than you are.
I'm stupid fast.
Well, this little point though, Shane did beat Nala, Mike's Rhodesian Ridgeback dog any foot race
For 7 feet.
for a 7-foot distance, but
Still
a
won.
win was a win.
Was a win.
Wait, were you talking about like you're talking about like the size of a closet? Like you just jumped further.
Yes.
Okay.
But
What
Shane actually is pretty quick on his feet.
Great acceleration,
Yeah.
like 0 to 60.
Yeah.
But then like stalls out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a whole lot of room to talk in that area. But I mean, I don't know. I was an athlete, was athletic, and then just bodybuilded, but pretty quick. So that's why the joke has been between us two short fuckers.
I kind of want to put this to the test. Like I want to go put on some fucking running shoes.
I got an extra pair of 11s.
Seth, we're gonna take a jog today. Up a hill.
We should do a little Indian run.
No,
Yeah.
fuck you.
What's an Indian run?
Like
No.
where like you like
No, you do a little leap thing. You're like fucking.
yeah, like you run in like a line and then like the person in the back has
I
to
was
pass
done with
everyone
that.
and then you gotta
Seth, we're not
I don't want to do
it
it.
makes it super hard,
doing it. It's so fucking dumb.
especially if I'm up front.
If you're pacing, absolutely the fuck not.
You
Bob.
came over to my treadmill yesterday and you're like, holy fuck.
Yeah,
so
I
fast.
like, yeah. And I was just sitting there and I was like, there's absolutely no fucking shot. Like, you can't pay me to run anymore. Like, I'll do it just for sport. Like, to say I ran against Seth and I spanked that
I'll do it for
ass,
survival, but
I don't know.
You
how-
would be the motherfucker to run in some Timberlands and be fast. Yeah.
Carolinas, but
Like, he doesn't give a fuck what shoes are on his feet. He running some Timbs.
Well, you run barefoot often.
Yeah,
he
no,
doesn't
I
even
see.
need shoes.
Yeah, but my point being is, like, he was running
Shoeless.
something worse than barefoot, which is Timbs.
I will do. I'd never wear Timbs, but I would do massive amounts of cardio in boots.
I totally see that.
Yeah.
Didn't you have bodybuilding videos back in the day? You wearing like black combat boots with like huge calves.
Oh yeah, I train in it. Oh yeah, I have horrible ankles, so I used to wear.
Support.
So I would wear like basketball shoes.
High tops.
I should not be wearing high tops. I'm like, dude, my entire career of like coming up, like I was broke as fuck, dude. I didn't have a lot of money. So like coming up, like I just didn't give a fuck about what I looked like. I didn't give a fuck about what it was. It was about straight functionality. So if I need to wear high tops, I was wearing high tops. Kobe's, I love Kobe's. You know, I would wear things that were just made me feel good about being better at what I was trying to achieve. If everybody was wearing Atomics lifting shoes, I got a pair and I'm like, fuck yeah, they're high tops. And I put them on, I'm like, I don't like them. So therefore, I just didn't wear them. Was it because they were horrible? No, it's because I didn't fuck with them. Like, dude, I remember there are pictures of me. I mean, my old lifting partner, Reach, I used to train in the same Gold's Gym hat every day for about 3 years. Okay? Same one hat every day, 3 years. It had fucking mold inside of it. Okay? It wasn't real mold. It was like, just looked like mold.
What does that mean?
It's probably mold.
That's probably.
So, but anyway, I just wore it. It was just it was the fucking hat I wore to train in. Dude, I was very, very, very superstitious. Like I was a firm believer that this hat gave me power.
Juiciness.
Oh, yes. I did believe it. And then I remember the one day he's like, again, I'm a psychopath.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that their superpower is being fucking juicy. That's a new one.
Mm-hmm.
I literally believed this. And like he told me the one day, he's like, hey, dude, he's like, it's time for the hat to go. I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, I can smell the hat from his body. It's time for the hat to go. And I'm like, it's time for the hat to go. He's like, yes, it's got to go. I'm like, fuck me. So I took it and put it on my trophy in my room, which was a karate trophy from when I was like 6. So that's where my Gold's Gym hat hung.
Yo, people be surprised how fucking flexible you are.
I used to be an athlete.
No, I'm not saying used to be. I'm like talking about like right now. Like
I worked on it.
Very flexible guy.
He's like, he whipped up that foot on top of that table with zero issue.
Oh, yeah.
He's definitely fuckable. Like, Hannah could fucking pull that leg up and ride that shit. Couldn't she? She could put you on a wall. You'd like that shit.
I don't hate it.
Don't mind it.
Did you tell him what when fucking Kim saw both of us standing next to each other yesterday?
I was there. I saw it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, she got excited.
I was like, she was like, I can't handle this right now.
She really walked away. Yeah.
Hannah saw. He's just being himself.
Uh-huh.
And Hannah's very reserved.
Yeah.
In a sense. You know, she doesn't like, dude, she coaches girls all day. All she does is think about gymnastics and that's her. She doesn't like leave that.
Oh, this conversation, yes.
And he's talking about fucking clone-a-dicks and fucking selling his dick on OnlyFans, the clone-a-dick, all these different things. And she's just like, oh. And then we get home and she's like, he's different. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, his sense of humor isn't normal. And I was like, no. I was like, that's why we get along. And she's like, it's almost a little too fucked up for me. And I'm like, so it's too far for you? And she's like, I don't get it. And I was like, kind of went over your head. It was a lot of intense sexual perversion talk. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, military guys, like it's a guy thing. And she's like,
bro, the straightest dudes talk the gayest shit.
Well, and she just didn't get it. And I'm like, and as I'm sitting there, I'm like, what's wrong with you? And then I'm like,
oh, it's me.
You're literally training 8-year-olds all day and about helping them go through their drills. And we're over here talking about clone-a-willies and all this wild shit. And it's like just a completely different world that people live in. And that's them and it's part of their personality. And then they come over and Josh is fucking shirt off, looking great. Yeah, I just cloned my dick. This guy wanted it. And she's like, seriously. It's fucking hilarious. I thought, I'm dying. Like, she's telling me the story. She's like, it's intense. He's intense. He's different. I'm like, yeah. It's like, what do you expect? I was like, the dude jumps out of airplanes for fucking, that's what he's done. Training fucking people how to do that. I was like, you are a different character. And it was the fucking funniest conversation.
It was. I enjoyed that. I don't necessarily like that. Like I made Hannah feel uncomfortable.
No. Oh no. Well, I mean, it's just that it was like it
She
caught
didn't
her
ex-
so off guard. You know how like because I speak highly of you.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, Josh is coming into town. Josh and I did this, and this is what he does, and like it's just like, man, this is an incredible character. Like incredible things have occurred. You've done incredible things. Like all this, everything. And then she's like, he really made a thing of his dick. Yeah. She's just like, oh my God.
But you can be both. That was the whole point of like this conversation, is that you can be both. You can do all these fucking amazing things, and you can be your fucking self.
Be you.
I don't have to fucking front. I don't have to act a different way around you guys. I could be like, literally just be me, and I fucking love it. You know what I mean? Like, everybody on the internet is gonna fucking sit here and be like, Josh, you're gay. I'm like, I'll suck your dick, you put it in front of me. Doesn't make me fucking gay.
That's where Hannah got lost yesterday.
I did say that.
Did you say that to her?
She got lost
Jesus.
yesterday.
Yeah. I could see a little confusion. I could see a small bit of confusion
She was
there.
like, that's where she got lost.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's just Josh. And she's like, I don't get it. And I'm like, you don't got to, babe.
There's no way of explaining that pre-conversation either. So that, I mean,
Well, no, it's fucking.
Like, so, like, there's some of the, like, we have this athlete chat, and I just say some off the wall shit, and I know a lot of people are like sitting there besides like Jeremy, and they're just questioning me. They're like, this dude's fucked up.
it's like he either has it figured out
Yeah.
100%
Or not at all.
or not at all. I'm starting to question my own way of thinking now.
But
Love that.
what are you doing in life then? If you're not having fun, if you're not fucking being yourself is so important, and unapologetically being yourself. Because I don't have anything. I don't want anything bad to occur. I don't think, there are people in this world that are fucked up. That's why building motherfuckers is so important to me, like my kids. Because people that have been super close to me have been fucked up, and they've gone through things where it has been bad in their life, and then their bad decisions have had horrible repercussions in my life and affected people that I love and care about. Like, those things do exist.
Yep.
They will happen. Does it mean that everything is that way in their lives? I don't know. I don't want anything bad to occur to people. I hate bad shit. That's why it's important for me that I know that I did a pretty good job, I think, of getting rid of some bad shit in my life. And it was done through intensity.
And you did the same thing with the company.
So, but that it's the intensity is my game. So that's the game I'm going to play. And I do fucked up shit.
I love it.
I'll wreck my TRX into a fucking tree. I'll twist the frame. I might end up doing some fucking wild shit that people are like, you shouldn't have did that. Yeah, maybe you should mind your own fucking business. Because this is who I am. I don't know. I can't.
You know what's funny? You say that. You wreck your TRX and people were like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. Like, who the fuck are you? Did you buy that truck?
But what I'm stating is you just got to be you, because if you're not you, then you'll end up becoming this awkward, weird version of yourself
that you hate.
That you might not like too much. You know what I mean? 100%. You might not like too much. And I think it's important for people to continue to evolve and grow as a person, but be you. Like, make sure that if you want to go do something, go do it. That's what makes the world beautiful. It is fucked up, and there are horrible people in the world. They do exist, and you got to be prepared for them.
Don't be ignorant to it.
And you got to understand that whenever those things come around, there's going to be people in your life that you need to rely on to help you, like Bob, like Mike. Those are the people everybody has a role. Like Bob was saying about like, olden times and tribes times. Like there was a blacksmith. There was a fucking carpenter. There was the fucking witch doctor or whatever the fuck. Everybody had.
Would you say the beat maker?
The beat lady.
Yeah. Grows beats and
Yeah.
stuff.
There's the hunters. There's the
Where that came
gatherers.
from.
There's all these different things. But it's like everybody, in order to build something bigger than you personally, you can't be doing everything all the time. You need to be you. And you need to be you so well that people need you in their life for the good shit. And that's what Bob has been to me. And that's what I have been to Bob. And that's what everybody at this company has become to the company. That's why it's bigger than just one person. It's way bigger than that because the shit doesn't function without everyone being themselves to the best of their degree. And whenever somebody needs to step up or whenever somebody's like, dude, I need help. I need help. I'm here. Because people feel excited whenever they're in need. Because
Without
that's
question,
a thing.
for
Like,
sure.
if Bob needed help and he's like, Seth, I need your help. I'll be like, what do
How?
you need? How can I help?
How?
This is great. And then there'll be days whenever I'm like, Bob, I'm fucked, dude. I'm smoked. Smoked. How can I help? What can I do? I don't know. Okay, you need to tell me how to help. It's like, okay, I cannot do X, Y, Z right now. Okay, take some time to yourself. You need to go away. Get the fuck out of here. Leave me alone. You need to go somewhere else. People need to be able to have those conversations to be themselves, and it's a scary thing because sometimes me especially, and I know Bob, feel a lot of intensity and burden to take upon all these responsibilities ourselves rather than vocalize or rather than talk to each other, because at the end of the day, like you said, if you don't have people and friendship in your life, what do you really got?
Nothing.
Because at the end of the day, you can't take your money with you, and money is just a tool.
It-
It is a tool.
I tell you that. You know, You can't do all these incredible things without money. You can't do things in the community without money. You can't employ people without money. You can't do these things. Gotta pay bills.
You
You know what I mean?
cannot. You need quality of life.
Yeah.
And
But after that, like after you get the quality and you're succeeding, like you've got to find that personal level of like, hey, these are my fucking people. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, fucking die for you, dog. And there's not a lot of people that listen to this that can count on one hand how many people they could say that to and fucking mean it. There's people in professions, specifically professions that protect communities, that won't do it for their community.
I think that when people leave this office and go home to their significant others, like we have families that work here, significant others, couples that work here,
yeah.
that have children, they both work here. And it's like whenever people that aren't couples go home and talk about their day, it's like really cool. Like I got to do this. Like you can just be you. You can do whatever the fuck you want. We have fucking fridges full of energy drinks. We have snacks out the ass.
Bro, there's so many snacks.
So we have all this great stuff, and it's just a great and working environment. So when they go home, they're like, how was your day? It was awesome. You should have seen all this cool shit we did. We did this, we did this, we did this. And then the significant other's like, wow,
Yeah.
can I work there?
Yeah.
I get messages every day from people. How do I work at your company? How do I do this? Well,
It's a good feeling, isn't it?
that's what I love the most. That's what drives me every day. That's what it is. It's people. I want people to feel. I need to do a better job of people feeling my intensity and passion for what we have, passion for my supplements, passion for the clothes that Bob and I are building, passion for everything that I have in life, because I do know what it's like to have a problem. Do I know what all problems feel like? No. But what drives me every day is literally the ability to help people like create something special for themselves.
Yeah.
And I will challenge you. I will get a little fucking I will
nutty.
push you.
Yeah.
And I might say a couple inappropriate things here and there. I might get a little intense, but it's not because I'm mad at you. It's because I'm really pissed at you for not doing more for yourself. Because at the end of the day, I know what Bob can handle. Bob handles an immense amount. Bob can handle a burden of fucking 5 people. That's how we got here. You know what I mean? And it's like, I want more out of people. I want you to like, just give me all of you. I want all of it. Give me some shit. Tell me to go fuck myself. Yeah. I'm going to piss you off so bad. You tell me I fucking hate you. Nice. It's cool. Great. So like, get really pissed off and do something great now. Like, prove me fucking wrong, motherfucker. Like, give me some shit. Like, I like it. Like Shane, like we've seen Shane's dick now. Shane will fucking go to the end for this company. Shane will fucking work till the fucking job's done and then start the next project fucking 5 seconds later. Shane will go into the fucking trenches and do the ugliest, most bullshit, annoying fucking work at this company and go, I did it all better than it's ever been done before. Nice. You wanted to fucking kill me yesterday, didn't you? I fucking did. I hate your guts right now. Cool. Why don't you go have a beer? Yeah. But that, I think, is how people level up in life. And I think that I didn't do a good job of it myself at certain points. And I want people to, I need to do a better job of people feeling my love and passion for what I actually do, rather than hiding it and pretending to not be fucking a little bit crazy and fucked up. And
Be you.
Yeah.
Be you, right?
Because I do have a lot of really bad degenerate qualities.
We all got a few of them, I think.
But nobody wants to follow the guy that doesn't fucking do crazy shit. You don't. Nobody. I don't want to. I want to see. I want to see crazy stuff. I love people doing things that have passion. You can't run fucking Ironman and not be passionate. You can't do that. You can't do certain things. Like I don't know. I want to get. Yeah. Good times.
Here for it.
Well,
That was fun.
I enjoyed this. I feel like we got a lot out.
Yeah.
We got emotional. I got emotional. We got comical. You guys looked at me like I was fucking crazy. Like, oh shit, Josh is getting fucking deep in this bitch. But that's the level of intensity that we bring, right?
I think that people do it online, like for personal gain. I think that some people on Instagram and TikTok, like, talk about their problems, like they make the problems look cool for videos and stuff. I think that's a thing. And I don't think people actually do it in real life enough. Like, have the conversation with the people. I think it needs to occur. I think more conversations amongst the people have to occur. Like like we were saying at the beginning, like, I don't do a good job. Like, I'll just vent to Hannah, and then I'm like, oh man, that caused a problem in my relationship. You know what I mean? It caused some issues in my relationship because I'm venting. I shouldn't be venting to her. Why am I venting to her?
And, I always thought that was a thing. Like, I thought that, have a significant other, there was,
No.
like that was like a thing, and it's not, because it's almost.
It's bad.
Well, I wouldn't say like it's not abusive, but it's almost like she's not like a punching bag. And I learned that because I would vent to like my exes and be like, and they're like, I'm not someone you can talk to like that. And I'm like, fuck.
I wasn't talking to you like that, but apparently I was talking to you like that.
And that was my response exactly.
Yeah.
And having to understand that, like, me venting like that was, they were like thinking that they're a punching bag, right? Like a theoretical punching bag, like a mental punching bag. I was like, fuck.
Because you're like, I'm not doing that way. I'm just letting out how I feel. Well, you literally told me to go fuck myself. But I wasn't like, fuck you. I was like, fuck you, meaning you, the situation.
Right.
It's
a tricky situation.
Meanwhile, you just need to actually have it out with the people that, like you need to be able to voice you.
Like, don't take it home.
No.
Like, understand, like, yeah, you, like, your wife is there, right? Like, your significant other is there for you.
But then the bitch tells me that I need to tell her about these things in my head.
And then they get mad at you for telling them. I know, it's a very twisted.
I was just kidding.
It's a cycle.
That's real though.
That is.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you have a really bad day at work, like, whatever you do, like, if you had an ignorant day at your job.
Yep.
And then you go home and it's like, hey, honey, how was your day? It was fucking bullshit. Fucking just and you just go off on a tangent, and she looks,
and they take it personally.
and then she's like,
sorry, I
well, I just made this nice dinner, and you're here bitching. Fuck.
You just asked me how my day was.
But you thank you for the dinner. Now I feel like an asshole, so I'm going to enjoy my dinner awkwardly.
Alone on the couch.
But it's like, it's that thing that's why you need, it is why you need to make sure that you need to understand your significant other a little bit better. Like I do now. It took me a minute, but it was a big thing. Like I know that like I can't say certain things at certain times because it's not appropriate. Even though like I need to get it off my chest because it made me feel better, but it didn't make the whole situation feel better. And that's just life. That's just living. That's living and learning and going through it all. Because there's days whenever she'll fucking go off about something at gymnastics. I'm like, yeah, fuck all that shit. She's like, well, not all of it. I'm like,
and then
what?
It comes to you not paying attention to what she's saying.
And I'm like, wait, no, it was
you fucking know.
Bob's like, hey, that's me.
That is me.
It's for me. It's like, oh, if I agree with it, I'm like, yeah, fuck all that shit. And she's like, not all of it, not all of it. And I'm like,
you're not paying attention.
I'm like, not all
God.
of it, not all of it, just some of it. She's like, I just need to do what you do. I'm ready. Tell me.
Go.
Fucking life.
I'll be like, wait, say that again, and then I just get the
that.
So, yeah, it's intense. It's.
I'm hungry.
Good times. I ate a protein bar.
You want to get food?
Ate another protein bar.
I want like what's 11? I don't know what I want right now. I could eat anything right now.
Same.
Like a Belgian waffle.
Oh yeah, going sweet.
And eggs.
I could do a Belgian waffle and eggs right now.
Like a little bit of potatoes, not like a ton though.
I mean, I'll eat whatever.
I love meat and eggs.
We know you like meat in your mouth.
How's the bear meat going?
Oh,
bro,
you know I had bear testicles the other day?
Really?
No.
Oh.
The bear's the ground bear.
Yeah.
It does not taste like it tasted on the mountain.
Yeah.
Because it was just backstrap, like fresh, gamey red meat.
Mm-hmm.
The ground bear, it's an 80-20 fat to 80-20 fat to at least that's what it might be 85-15 because it doesn't seem very fatty, but it has it's based on fucking beef fat, so it tastes beef. Yeah, so it tastes really good. Oh. And then the sausage is 50-50, and it's pork fat. I'm cooking the sausage this weekend.
Bear tacos.
Yeah, bear tacos. We made bear spaghetti meatballs. They were delicious. Yeah, you couldn't even tell. Yeah, the kids ate the fucking shit out of it. They didn't even tell the difference. You could only tell the difference because of the fat that was like rendered, that cooked off in the pan. Like if you dipped your meatball in the fat and ate it, it was good.
Was it one of those where you could you're eating venison versus eating regular beef? Like you're eating bear versus eating regular beef?
I have a really good meatball recipe. So, the consistencies were different if you took a bite of, because I cooked regular meatballs and I cooked bear meatballs. Yeah. And if you took a bite of the regular meatball and then a bear meatball, you're like, there is a difference.
Yeah. But it's not like a noticeable taste difference like venison.
Not in the meatballs.
Yeah.
Or we're going to make, I want to do tacos and then probably tell the difference. And then I got backstrapped and I'm going to marinate and smoke because I just got a new grill. Thank you to RecTech. That'll be next.
That's a huge shout out.
RecTech.
Yeah.
Apparently they shit on Traegers.
Ooh. Super
excited about it. I don't know.
Find out.
We're going to find out. They're super cool.
Here for it.
Well, all right, everybody. I hope this was entertaining and intense as it was for us. Remember, be yourself. Fuck all the bullshit. Be yourself unapologetically, and that means being a good motherfucker. And do not fuck people over. Don't do that. Do a good job. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.